Good evening, students. Today I am going to discuss the refraction of light through a glass slab. Now, what is refraction of light? As we know that light travels at different speed in different media. So, when light travels obliquely from one medium and it enters in the other medium, its speed changes because light travels at different speed in different medium, and this is due to optical density of the medium. Okay, so when light travels obliquely and enters into the other medium, then it bends from its path or it changes its direction from its path. So this changing of direction on propagation from one medium to another medium is called refraction of light. So what is refraction of light? The phenomenon of changing the direction of propagation of light on entering from one medium to another medium is called refraction of light. Means simply we can say that bending of light from its path. Why bending takes place? Because in different medium the light travels at different speed. So due to different speed in the different medium, it bends from its path. So this bending of light, when it enters obliquely from one medium to another medium, this is called refraction of light. So with the help of an activity, we will see it in detail how the refraction of light takes place through the glass slab. So now you can take a screenshot of this portion. Now refraction of light through glass slab. So this is an activity. So to perform this activity, we will follow some steps. Number one, we will take a drawing board and take a drawing board, and fix a plain paper on it with drawing pins, This is first step. So then we place a rectangular glass slab, at the center of paper and draw its boundary. This is second step. So this is boundary of the glass slab. Let it is A, B, C and D. A, B, C, D is boundary of the glass slab. And now fix 2 pins E and F vertically on the paper. This is next step. Fix 2 pins vertically on the paper. Let these pins are E and F. And now from the opposite surface of glass slab, this is AB, AD, so its opposite is BC. So from this surface, see the images of these pins, because these pins are object pins. So from this surface, we will see the images of these pins and press another pin P, G and such that all the 3 pins lie in a straight line. So like this. This is G, and see all the 3 pins such that all the 3 pins lie in a straight line. Similarly, press another pin H on the paper vertically such that all the 4 pins E, F, G and H all lie in a straight line. Now, so in this step, we will press the 2 pins vertically on the paper such that these are object pins, and from the opposite surface we press another pin, that is third pin G, from the opposite surface such that all the 3 pins lie in straight line, and then press another pin H such that all the 4 pins lie in a straight line. So now in the next step we will remove the pins and glass slab, and then join E and F, and then proceed it such that it meets AD at a point. Let this is P. What we will do? Join EF and then proceed it such that it meets AD at P, and similarly join GH and proceed it such that it meets BC at Q. Now draw perpendicular at P and Q. These are perpendiculars. Let MN and M dash and dash. Now join P and Q. We will join P and Q like this. Join P and Q, and E and F. Proceed this line. So this is the direction of EF. So now this EF is incident ray, and actually this is air medium and this is glass medium. So when light enters from air to glass, as the glass is denser medium, so it bends toward the normal. This is normal. So this is first at this point the refraction of light takes place. So PQ, in this case PQ is refracted ray, and this is GH. This is when the light passes from glass to air, there is air. So again at this point the refraction of light takes place. So in this case the refraction of light takes place 2 times, at P and at Q also. So this ray is emergent ray, and now as you know, this is incident ray and this is normal. So this angle is angle I. This is angle I and it is angle of incidence, and this is refracted ray and this is normal. So this is angle R. So here it is angle R, angle of refraction. This is angle of refraction, and now this is emergent ray, you know, and this is normal. So this is angle E. Means angle E, it is angle of emergence. Okay. So this is incident ray, this is emergent, this is refracted ray, and this is emergent ray. This is angle I, angle of incidence. This is angle R, and this is angle E. And this is, you know, emergent ray, and this is the direction of incident ray. So this is perpendicular distance. Let L and M. So in this case, LM, this is perpendicular distance between incident ray and emergent ray. So it is lateral, it is called lateral displacement. Lateral displacement. From this activity, we can observe that angle I is equal to angle E. Means angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergence. But these two angles are greater than angle of refraction if this medium is denser medium. So this is also an important result. So what is lateral displacement? It is perpendicular distance between the direction of incident ray and emergent ray. This is called lateral displacement. So from this activity we can see that how refraction of light takes place through the glass slab. And the important thing is, when the light travels from air to glass, this is glass and this medium is air. So light travels from air to glass, so it bends toward the normal. And another, when light emerges out and it enters in air, then again refraction takes place. So refraction of light takes place 2 times in this case. Now take a screenshot of it. Now students, this session is completed, and in the next video we will discuss some more important topics. Thank you students.